So I was just kind of talking about discernment because I had this question many years ago as well. First of all, in the beginning of my journey and walk with the Lord, I was really surprised that other people heard God's voice because I didn't grow up in a church like that. And then I started to hear God's voice. I would read my Bible, and I was really spending a lot of time in worship and in the quiet place. And that's a practice in itself because we're not used to sitting there in the quiet, just stilling our mind. And it's almost like a meditative state where you're just like, okay, Lord, I'm open to what you have for me. It's not like a forced thing. Like we can't go like, okay, Lord, what are you saying? What are you saying? What are you saying? It's this posture of like, okay, I'm stilling my voice. I'm sitting in stillness, maybe 20, 30 minutes, and you're building that practice. And you're saying, okay, God, I'm open to what you have to say to me. And sometimes you'll just get a picture in your mind or a word in your mind or a scripture, I used to do this was fun. I used to like flip through my Bible and let it open randomly and then just read the page that it was on. As a way of like randomly letting God lead me to those things. But so discernment, and I went, I've been through ministry training school, emotional health classes, all of these mentors, and different things. So I was absorbing all of these places. And so what I've learned as far as discernment is it's God-given for sure. And God's voice is never condemnation. It's never criticism. It's never hatred. It's never the voice of like, you're not enough. So it's never this like squawking, like you need to do more, and which we're so used to with our parents. We're so used to with ourselves. We're so used to maybe with a boss or whatever. And so sometimes we can say like, oh yeah, that's God's voice telling me I'm not enough. So if we're kind of tweezing out those lines of my voice, critical voice, the enemy's voice, God's voice, it's God is love, and in him is no condemnation. So as we're listening in that still small space and place, it's any criticism, condemnation, shame, guilt, judgment, all of those voices, not God. So we can already mark them out. My voice is going to sound different because God's voice is like, I don't know, directed to you like a conversation and not something internal. Like I'm not talking to myself saying whatever. So you can kind of weed through like, oh, I just had a thought that was not my intention, or I heard something in my spirit that I want to sit with more. Like I keep hearing Alabama, like there's, you know what I mean? And I'm not thinking about